Hello everyone, I'm MVL and welcome to my top 10 video game pickups 2017. Now I will say these are not the most 10 valuable games, nor are these the most 10 rare games. These are 10 games I simply couldn't put down when recording video game pickups because they were so much fun. So without further ado, let's see what games I liked most from my video game pickups. Number 10, we have Growl for the Sega Genesis. This game is from my August 2016 pickup video, and this is the only game I didn't previously have gameplay footage recorded for. So I captured gameplay footage with my Elgato Game Capture through my CyberGadget Retro Freak. And because this game is a Sega Genesis game, and I use a Mega Drive because I'm in the PAL region, it's awesome to be able to play this on my Retro Freak at 60Hz like it was intended. The Mega Drive is of course region free, but that would display it at 50Hz. Growl is a side-scrolling beat-em-up game, and I love this kind of game. Your character is an animal rights activist, or perhaps a zookeeper, I can't tell. The initial text scrolls by really quickly. What I can tell you is you're out to save animals that have been mistreated or mishandled by humans. You in fact kill humans to save animals in this game. It's really awesome. Now when I first played this game, I played it all the way through in one sitting. This game is awesome. My only complaint would be that it's kind of short because I did get through it in one sitting and there's no option for 2 players. So that's Growl, an awesome hidden gem for the Sega Genesis. Next up we have Mobile Light Force for the PlayStation 1. This game is from my November 2016 pickup video. Mobile Light Force is actually the Japanese vertical scrolling shooter Gunbird, and it's been reskinned with this Mobile Light Force name and packaging. Now, although they butchered the main screen of this game to add the Mobile Light Force title, this game is awesome. It's a really sweet vertical scrolling shooter. The Super Nintendo style sprite graphics look amazing on the PlayStation 1, and this game is still really fun and really awesome to play. I am a huge fan of shooter games, and this game is awesome fun to play. I'll also give a dishonourable mention to Mobile Light Force 2, which is another completely different Japanese game that has been reskinned with exactly the same artwork and packaging as Mobile Light Force 1, but for the PlayStation 2. Now this may not be the best way to play Gunbird, but the game is really awesome, and this is the only official PAL version of the game. That's Mobile Light Force, or should I say Gunbird, for the PlayStation 1. Next up we have Dragon Crystal for the Sega Master System. This game is from my December 2016 pickup video. This is a fantastic adventure role-playing game for the Sega Master System, and you'll also be pleased to know that this game will play fine on your Mega Drive or Genesis with the correct converter. This is quite a simple RPG, but enjoyable nonetheless. The levels you journey through are randomly generated as you go, and that really makes for a fun and unpredictable playthrough. The battle is a little disappointing as you automatically attack your enemies by walking into them, but you do get the benefit that your health regenerates as you move. But you do need to be aware that you have to pick up food as you adventure, or you'll die if you travel too far. The items, weapons and armour you pick up on this game are completely unknown to you until you try them out, which is really fun and really interesting. Overall, I found this game a delightful experience. That's Dragon Crystal for the Sega Master System. And next up we have Cratermaze for the Turbografx 16. This game is from my October 2016 pickup video. This HuCard game is an adaptation of the game Booby Kids for the Famicom. That's booby as in booby trap. This game feels very similar in playstyle to Bomberman, and man, when I played this the first time, I played it for hours. The gameplay is quite simple, but it's very addictive and it's very fun. The game starts off quite easy, and I would say a bit too simple, but it does get more interesting as you move up through the levels. There are many different items and power-ups you can pick up as you move through the levels. As you travel through the mazes, you can trap the monsters in there with craters you make. Your ultimate goal is to get to the door at the end as you move on, trying to save your friends. A sweet game, Cratermaze for the Turbografx 16. Next up we have Fahrenheit for the original Xbox. This game is known overseas as Indigo Prophecy. This game featured on my May 2017 pickup video. This game is really awesome and really immersive. It describes itself as a movie more than it does a game. An early example of games like Heavy Rain and Until Dawn that we have now. You control 4 characters in this game as you seek to uncover the truth. If you don't do too well, your characters can actually go mad in this game and seek to take their own lives. Play gave this game 90%, describing it as a masterpiece. This is a game I picked up for around about £1 and was extremely satisfied with. Guilt is a chilling feeling. That's Fahrenheit or Indigo Prophecy for the original Xbox. And now we're down to our top 5, and in at number 5 we have Gun.Smoke for the NES. This was on my October 2016 pickup video. Gun.Smoke is a Western themed top-down shooter for the Nintendo. Your character is a bounty hunter and you travel this vertical scrolling game until you find the target you're after. To meet the boss you have to pick up a wanted poster along the way. You can either find it or buy it. Money drops from enemies that you kill or by shooting barrels or things like that. This game is really fun and it's really awesome to have it. Gun.Smoke on the NES. Now at number 4 we have Shenmue for the Dreamcast. This is from my April 2017 pickup video. At the time I fully supported the PlayStation 2 and I don't regret that decision. The console has many great games to it, but I always looked back in envy at the Dreamcast. Now finally able to pick up some of those games I wanted at the time, Shenmue is awesome. Now it is just awesome. This game is so advanced, it's got so much going on. A lot of stuff we kind of take for granted now, like night and day mechanics and many NPCs that go about their own routines, but at the time this was all new to this game. An example of the weather effects is that when I recorded this, it was raining and nobody was about in town. The beginning of this game was much more of a mystery than I expected, as you go around trying to find out information about those that killed your father. And for a game set in the Virtual Fighter universe, I was expecting a bit more combat initially. Having said that, it was an extremely pleasant surprise, as this game is such fun to play. To give you an idea about how advanced this game is, if you go to the in-game arcade, you can play full arcade versions of games like Space Harrier, which is so sweet. I can't say enough good things about this game, very much deserving a place on this list. Next up we move into our top 3, and in the bronze position we have Blazing Lasers for the Turbografx 16. This game featured on my August 2016 pickup video. This is an amazing vertical scrolling space shooter for the Turbografx 16, and I'm very glad to actually have this in the case rather than just a loose hue card. I speak often about how much I enjoy space shooters, and this is no exception and possibly one of my favourites in my collection. The graphics look amazing and the gameplay is on point. I have no idea how long I played this when I initially picked it up because I played it for so long, it's so good. Blazing Lasers is an awesome, a fantastic game on the Turbografx 16. I very much recommend it. Now at number 2, our silver medalist runner-up is Project Zero for the original Xbox. You may know this game as Fatal Frame. This is from my February 2017 pickup video. This is a horror game from Tecmo and it feels very much like a Resident Evil Silent Hill type game. This game is properly scary. Now this game claims it's based on a true story and the Xbox version boasts enhancements over the original. With sharper graphics, new costumes, more ghosts and a new ending. You take control of Miku investigating her brother's disappearance. Now the cool thing about this is you can only see the ghosts through the lens of your camera, which is really cool and really terrifying at the same time, because sometimes you hear the ghosts but you can't see them until you look at them with a camera. The camera is also the only way you can damage the ghosts and get rid of them. A really awesome game, I just simply couldn't put it down when I got it. That's Project Zero, or Fatal Frame, for the original Xbox. And finally, the gold medalist, my number 1 pick in my video game pickups 2017 is The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, for the Wii U from my March 2017 pickup video. Now if it feels a bit cheap that my number 1 pick is a modern game and when I mostly pick up retro games, it shouldn't, because this game is amazing! I'm also very glad that Nintendo released this game on the Wii U as well as the Switch, because I don't have a Switch but I do have a Wii U. I do fully intend to pick up a Nintendo Switch, just waiting for a couple more games to trickle out for it. The long-awaited Zelda title, Breath of the Wild, delivers in every aspect. This game really expands upon the Zelda gameplay with a huge open-world environment to explore. There's almost nowhere on the map that doesn't have something interesting to uncover. The graphics look fantastic, even on the Wii U they look amazing, and I do play with a Pro Controller and not the Wii U gamepad because that thing is stinky. Now I know that there are some complaints that the weapons break and you get some of the combat trials repeating. None of that stuff really bothers me because the game is amazing. I've put a lot of time into this game, it is delightful. Without a doubt, in my opinion, the best thing I've picked up in my video game pickups. And that's it. Those are my top 10 video game pickups 2017. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.